Welcome to my channel. This is Javed. This video I am going to explain the easy way of debugging JavaScript or TypeScript code. So usually if a person new to JavaScript, they might be using console.log, right? So if you're still using console.log to find and fix JavaScript issues, here is a simplified idea of debugging JavaScript with Chrome Web Developers tool. So I am going to use this demo to explain debugging TypeScript code. Before move on to the demo, let me take some time to explain Chrome Web Developers tool. So what is the specialty in Chrome Web Developers tool? So there are a lot of you can pass your code while running your application. In between you can pass your code, debug line by line, inspect variable. You can find the scope of the variable. Events associate with the function you can able to see it, and if the closures are available you can see the closures. Okay, so let's move on to the demo. Here I can enter some random variables. Values I can give like 10, 65, 89, 1, 3. Okay, so let me click on start. So that thing is working here. So let me open Chrome Web Developers tool by pressing F12. You can open it using shortcut keys like F12, or you can go here. You can go here. You can go to more tools, and you can click on Developers tool. That also will work. So here we have multiple tabs. So elements tab, it will do the inspection of each and every element present in the page. So you can click on each and every element and you can see the content related to the that is DOM. DOM tree is available in the right side, so you can see values and you can edit. And console tab is available. Console tab, you can go and check the logs present, whichever there are logs or whatever the values. You can use console.log, you can, it will be displayed here. Sources tab is nothing but it will display the page requests. In sources tab we have three pans. So first pan is file navigator pan. This file navigator pan which shows the files the page currently request, and this is the code editor pan. Code editor pan will display whatever available in the file navigator pan. If you click, it will display here. You can edit it here and edit your code here. And the below is JavaScript debugging pan. In JavaScript debugging pan you can have call stock breakpoints, so you can whatever the breakpoints you have given, so these breakpoints will display here. And we have event listener breakpoints, so multiple things available. We will watch one by one. So here we have a scope and we have a watch, all those things available. So I will explain you one by one. And network tab, you can go to the network tab to trace out the network traffic, like so API calls and what data is moving through the headers and what is the response you are getting from the API calls, and other links which is, and other images which is loading to the current page. All those things you can see through the network tab. And performance is which is related to the performance activity of the page and loading activity, those kind of stuff you can watch it here in the performance. And memory leakages will be available related to the memory things, all those available in the memory tab. And audits tab, you can use audit tabs to run your performance again. So here memory tab, you can application tab, you can see your storages, local values related to your current page. Okay, so let's move on to our application. Okay, fine. So here we could see some logs, right? Let's close this and I will click here. I could see some logs here. So cannot assign to read only property 0 of string this. So let me go to this particular page. So this is our Angular application. Here Angular application, you have to go to the webpack folder and you have to go to this dot folder, and src folder is available. This is available only in the development mode. If you move to the QA or your production mode, this feature will not be available. So this is for only your development mode only, this code will be available. So if you go here, our is app component.ts or file, yes. So this is our code. Bubble sort is our function we have written to sort this. So let me have a breakpoint here by clicking here. I have a breakpoint, just click, you can find the breakpoint here. So I am clicking sort here, so it will by directly it will come here. So if we see the parameter, so here the values are coming 10, 65, 89, 1, 3, it is coming here. And by moving to each and every code line by line, you have to press F10. So I am just pressing F10 here. So here if you see, the complete value is present as string. So we need it as a numbers, integers we need, but here everything is coming as a one string. So one string cannot break into each string integers. So we need to write the bug. We need to fix the bug. So let me go to the, if you see here all the data coming as a string. So let me go to my code. Let me just, if you want to step out of this breakpoint, you have to press F8. It will completely out of your bug. Okay, so let me go to my code here, Visual Studio Code. Let me try to change this to array string. Instead of number array, I will get string. And what I will do here, I will just assign one array. I will just split by using comma. Here it will return a string array, but I need a integer array, right? So what I can do is I can use this. So we have interface here, so we can map it. Okay, fine. So like right now I am getting all the integer values here. Let me try to run my code. So I will give values here. Let me click again. See here again getting a string array. I'm just pressing F10 here. So if you see here, each and every values are separated using this split, and everything is converted as a integer, right? Okay, fine. So let me go on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, everything it's working fine. So let me press F8. Okay, we could see the values here 1 9. Okay, perfect. So we could be able to see the values here. Now the values are present here. We don't have any issues. If we just click sort, we just click this and we just run here. Okay, console we go. I don't have any issues at all. So I can give more numbers like again I can sort. I have okay. I don't have any issues at all right now. Okay, so this is a way of debugging it. So I'm going to tell you one more thing. So here we have something like conditional breakpoint. I'm going to add conditional breakpoint here. So if this fab is true, then only it will be coming here. Otherwise, it won't come here. See, if the swap is true, so then only it is coming here. Otherwise, it won't come. Okay, I'm giving conditional breakpoint here. me give some different values here again. So I have 54, 23, 11 and 22. Okay, so let me sort it again. Okay, sorting is working fine. So I will just do a conditional breakpoint here. I have right click here. I'm adding conditional breakpoint. So the conditional breakpoint is nothing but you have to provide certain rules. So based on the rules it will execute. So here we have array. So we will have that array property length. So we will give like array dot length is greater than 2. So if the length is 2, then it will greater than 2, it will come here, otherwise it won't come. So here we have 1 2 3 4. So length is 4 right now. So let me execute here, click here. So it is executing here. So I'm just pressing Ctrl F10. So go to step by step debugging. If you don't want to go, you can press Ctrl. Just click it. Yeah, fine. Okay. So if we remove here again, okay, just click. So it's not coming here to the breakpoint. So we have just stopped it. Okay, fine. So if you want to go through step by step, so you press F10, step, it will go. So you can go here also F10 like. So if you want to step into next function call, you can just move on it. So we don't have next function call here, so it is going inside. So if you want to step out of the current function, then you can just step out. Okay, so if you want to run completely, then you can close it. Okay, so this is what about the JavaScript debugging here, and so we can see more functionalities later on one by one. Thank you.